Hello and welcome to another leg of Dion's journey. I'm here in Texas at the beautiful San Marcos Meadows Center and Water and Environmental Preserve. And I'm going to embark on a brand new journey for me. I'm so excited. I just purchased my ticket. I'm going to be riding on the glass boat. It's called the Glass Boat Extended, the Extended Boat Tour. It's a glass boat and I'll be able to see all of the wildlife under the water. And it's supposed to be of a natural spring. And I'm really excited, so please join me. The water is so clear. I am so excited. It's a beautiful place. A nice seating area to wait until your scheduled departure time. These are the glass bottom boats. This is a guide to Spring Lake with all of the trails that they have available. And they have snorkeling over here, which I probably will not do. At least not this time. They also have a dive site, and it seems as though, I don't know if they're doing scuba diving or snorkeling. I believe I see tanks, which means it's probably scuba diving. Very interesting. See, I might try it in a very controlled environment like this. Maybe one day, but not today.
Basically, they've gone through some special training to be able to come out here, and they help us out with different things. You can see that it's a little bit more murky here, basically because of, oh yeah, it's really shot. We gotta be careful.
Oh, I see the fin,
Yeah.
the leg of.
So what they're helping us with, there are some, there we go, hello!
Hello!
There are a few invasive species of plants that grow here. One of them is called hornwort. Basically, they'll help us, they'll go down there and pick some of that excess hornwort out of the ground.
Okay.
They also help us with maintaining the springs. Basically, if there's anything blocking the water flow, they'll just kind of move it out of the way. Oh, and you can see the fish love it when the divers come out because all of that sediment they're picking up is basically full of food for them. So anytime the divers come out here, they're always followed by a big school of fish.
Okay.
Those guys look like, I believe those are some sunfish. It's a little hard for me to tell. Some sunfish and a few bass. The bass are the guys with the long stripe on.
There is a huge tarantula in here.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully he won't come to my side. Hopefully.
Yes, this place is full of nature, including giant spiders.
Yes. I just spent about 4 days in Bennett Park, so
Where's that?
that's in Inez, Texas.
Oh, okay. I've never been over there.
Yeah. So I've gotten kind of used to seeing nature.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So I guess you started. Well, you said you're from New York.
New York, yeah.
And where did you first begin your journey?
Florida. I flew down. I took the auto train rather to Florida to visit my grands, and then I drove from Tampa, the Tampa area, to Texas and to Magnolia Beach.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
So you're kind of just like, so you went around the coast, and now you're doing just like a Texas tour.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so down here it's more barren. There's a lot less plants growing in this area.
Okay.
And basically, what we're coming over is an ancient riverbed. This lake actually was not always a lake. There used to be just a section of the San Marcos River flowing through here. Actually, the very, very beginning of the San Marcos River.
Mm-hmm.
And this area we're coming over is kind of a choke point here. This is where most of that water used to flow through. And that's essentially why the bottom of the lake is so much more rocky down here. But this part of the river was dammed up. There was a dam that was built less than a quarter mile up ahead from here. It was built back in 1849. And so basically when that happened, the water level began to rise and eventually turned that river into the lake we have today. So yeah, this environment is somewhat man-made, which means it requires a bit more upkeep from us humans. So that's essentially most of the work that we do here at the Meadow Center. It's really, really shallow right here. But in just a second, we should see it drop off pretty dramatically here today. Oh, and it looks like you're going to be joined by some of those volunteer divers. And here, it is actually deep enough. There we are.
Oh, wow.
So they're taking some videos, I think, of some of the springs down there. They've got their cameras.
Wow.
So yeah, we're over the deepest part of the lake right now. This is where it gets down to about 30 feet. These days, with the water level, it might be closer to 27. But you can find some pretty massive springs here. So I'm going to try and do this over some.
Can you briefly go over what exactly is a spring?
Yes, so sorry. Here we go. Hold on.
I don't know what it is.
Now let's look at one first.
Okay.
So, a spring, hold on, this wind is giving me trouble. A spring is where the water comes up from the ground.
Oh.
So the lake here is entirely spring fed. All of this water comes up from a big, big reservoir down underground called the Edwards Aquifer. And the Edwards Aquifer holds some really, really clean, pristine, fresh water. So in this part of Texas especially, that's actually where we get most of our drinking water from. But if you can see, do you see all the bubbling going on there in the sand?
Yes, I do see bubbling.
Yeah, so that is the water coming up from the ground. Those are the springs down here. So there's kind of like this big line of rock. Are you able to see that? It's like a rock shelf that hangs out over the sand. What we're looking at, it is literally a crack in the surface of the earth. This fault line here is called the Balcones fault line. We believe it opened up around 14,000 years ago. And when it did, it happened to be above that Edwards Aquifer, all this fresh water stored underground. So when the earth split open here, it allowed all that water to start spilling out. So this fault line runs all the way through the lake, and it's what formed all of the springs here. The Balcones actually runs all the way up to the city of Austin, and all the way down to San Antonio. And so it's not only what gave us the springs here in San Marcos, but there's actually a bunch of springs along the way. Up in Austin, there's the Barton Springs. In New Braunfels, there's the Comal Springs. Here, of course, we have the San Marcos Springs, and then down in San Antonio, you have the San Antonio and San Pedro Springs. So what we have here along the Balcones is basically a big, giant system of water. All of these spots are opened up by the fault line, and they all derive their water from the beautiful Edwards Aquifer beneath us. While you've been here, have you heard about natural bridge caverns?
No.
Okay, so there's natural bridge caverns, there's also Wonderworld caves. Essentially, in this area, there are tons and tons of giant caves down underground.
Okay.
Over thousands of years, a lot of those caves have filled up with water, basically just from rainfall over thousands of years. So yeah, the Edwards Aquifer is basically just all of these caves full of water here. And there's actually ways you can access the water through, or access the aquifer through natural bridge caverns and Wonderworld caves.
Get a better shot outside. Walk down here. And it takes you to the beautiful dam. Come and sit. Wow, look how crystal clear the water is. from the spring are usually healing waters.
Oh, look at Miss Dion.
Hello from San Marcos, Texas. I'm at the
San Marcos River.
San Marcos River.
And it's a little chilly, so we're
Very,
inching our way in.
Very chilly. So I'm just posing and looking at it. It reminds me of something from the Grecian Athens time, how they used to have those colosseums or the river.
Stone steps.
Yeah, where people would come and gather at the river.
Shall we gather at the river?
Yes, so I'm just gathering at the river. And this is a spring, so I feel like I have to go in. They say springs generally have healing powers. And let's face it, I could use a healing.
So what do we think? Are we going to brave the cold?
Yeah, but we're not going to jump in. We're just going to take our time. We're in a rush.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe the clouds will bring the sun.
Yeah,
and
if the sun would come back, it does feel different when the sun's on your shoulders.
Yeah, so.
But girl, you look fly. Just saying. Just saying.
Check out the nail polish on the feet.
Styling and profiling.
Oh gosh.
But it is a beautiful river, and lots of people come down here and kayak and tube.
I could just sit here all day. Hello, and I am in this beautiful, pristine water, and you can probably see through it. Let's see. I just realized that there are fish in here. So you probably can see the fish in the water, which, had I known that, I might have not got in this water, but it's beautiful. I'm glad that I didn't know, because I probably wouldn't have gotten in. And now I feel something against my legs, and I'm worried that it's the fish. But for some reason, I can't find any fish right now, so they're probably just as afraid of me as I am of them.
You want to walk over to the wild rice?
Okay. So I've been told that this is actual wild rice growing right in the middle of the river. And I didn't even know that rice grew in water.
It looks like a plant, but it's actually algae.
Oh,
Yeah. Isn't it pretty? And look at the little bitty flowers on it. There could be something else in there. I think it's algae. I'll look it up later.
okay.
Like almost like tiny lily pads in there.
And this is rice. And I guess we don't know if this is the season, so we don't know if we'll see any rice grains. And then you can see the small school of fish here. I don't know if you can see them. Swimming.
They're minnows.
They're minnows. Wow.
These are very good for mosquito control because they eat mosquitoes.
Something touched my feet.
It was just
Sorry.
Don't drop your phone, honey.
Yeah, I'm trying to control it.
This is a snail. This tiny little snail.
Wow, was it moving?
No, but they live on the grasses.
Okay.
There's a large fish next to my foot. I don't want you to get scared if he bumps into you.
Okay.
But look how, isn't it cute?
Yes.
We'll put him back because we want him to be happy. But there's all kinds of, you see it's a good hiding place for the fish. So there's lots of fish back in there, insects. You know those little water
What?
those water skipper insects?
Yeah.
Did you know that they actually can walk on the water? They can do that because they're so light. It's a little bit, it's a fish, it's about that big, but they don't bite.
Right.
But they're so light that the surface tension of the water, they can like stand on it. So the bugs can actually stand on the water.
Okay.
I think that's kind of cool.
It is. Oh God, this is a lizard. Look at this thing right here.
What?
You see it?
See what?
It's a lizard.
There's not a lizard down there.
That thing.
There's a bunch of fish right there. If you want to get away from the fish,
Okay, I
you
thought
can
it
walk
was.
back that way. No, they're little perch.
See, Phyllis has to hold my hand.
It's all right. Look between my feet. You see the fish? That little perch?
Yeah.
Now, I hate to tell you, I'm going to move you away from the fish, and then I'm going to tell you something that they like to do.
Eat your feet.
No,
The dirt.
they'll eat the
Dead
dead skin.
Okay, this is one of these things I gotta get out of here now. Okay.
There's fear fish away. See, they like to live in there because they're protected.
Right.
That's why I said if you want to come over here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And they told me, and on the tour, that the fish like when the scuba divers go in, because when they're moving around, it makes the food,
stirs up
the
stuff
food
they want
right.
to eat.
So maybe that's why they came over there, because we were stirring up stuff
It could be.
with walking. They're following us. Okay. Well, that was our river experience. Oh, I just wanted to take a shot of what it looks like on the out.
Look at poor bud. I feel bad. You know, actually, he looks okay. Never mind.
Absolutely beautiful.
I know. That would be nice. Thank you.
This is deep.
I had so much fun in San Marcos, and I'm so glad that I was able to share it with you. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.